Oh, hey everyone. I forgot I pushed the go live button. I'm setting up Discord. What day today? Today Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I got an ice cream and you can't have none. All right. Welcome. Welcome. This is the AI Learning Lab. Got some cool images here that I made inside ChatGPT. We've got Dolly 3 inside ChatGPT. We've got new hair. I don't know. I just wet it, so it's probably going to go fucking haywire in about 15 minutes as the water dries out of it. I have no idea where it started. I took a little nappy. But I've got Dolly 3. I got Browse with Bing, all inside ChatGPT right now. I don't have upload an image, but that's okay. The biggies I've got. Yeah, pretty amazing. It looks like they might be rolling some stuff out, more stuff out tonight. Madcap, what's happening? Sherry Banks? Yes, I know, exactly, right? T-shirt story, please. Bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-da. Hamilton. He was the forget how it starts. He was the something of a farmer. More stuff. Oh, we're going to do some stuff tonight. We're going to go playing tonight. We are going to go playing tonight. It's going to be good. Oh, welcome, everybody. Got a bunch of folks here. I don't recall emails. Okay. Goat Eric Former. Yeah, I will. If I find things in there that are good. I'm very behind on my emails, so. Dude, what's up, Sherry Banks? It encircles TikTok, Twitch, Discord, live stuff. Whee! Here we go. I got it. Oh, nice. It looks like we got some folks got some stuff. All right. Let's let me get started here. Wait, hang on, people. Everything's moving too fast. We're here. Here we are at the. It's moving too fast because the turtle's on a skateboard. Apparently, we just hit a hill. So the turtle is speeding up. My name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. I'm a librarian. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. This is the AI Learning Lab. We talk about AI stuff in here. We are entering a phase of lots of new toys to play with. And I've gotten 2 of them now. One we had before, but it's weird. Oh, thank you for the heart. A lot of people on Twitter, on X, were like, "Oh, ChatGPT got access to the internet. They've never had that before." No, they had that for fucking 6 months, and then they made a boo boo. So, where to begin tonight? All right, you know what? I think it's important to start at the beginning. That's generally where you begin, right? So, welcome here if you're new here. We do things a little differently in AI Learning Lab. Well, I don't know. There might be someone that does it just like this. But how we do it here is ask me any questions you want. I'll do my best to answer them. If you're just getting started with generative AI, if you've not played with ChatGPT ever, and you're annoyed, people are like, "You got to try AI. AI's the best. You're going to love AI." I know. We're annoying. I'm one of them. And that's exactly how I say it. "Hey, how's it going? My name's Kyle. Have you tried AI? It's the best. You haven't tried it? You should really try it." So, if you're in here, you should try it. Go there. Just go to the top one. That's the official ChatGPT website. I'm going to show some really exciting stuff. They added some new stuff in here. Well, they've been adding new stuff over the past week. I got 2 of the 3 things I've been waiting for. And boy, is it slick. The DALL-E thing in particular is really slick. Then you got Bard and Claude and Bing. These are kind of the top four. This is what we like to call the adults table here. So take a screenshot, grab that, and that little thing, prompts.chat, that thing down below. If you're just getting started with this and you're like, I don't know what these things are, it kind of looks like Google. Is it Google? Do you just stick in words and it gives you a website? Sort of, but no. It's deeply more profound than Google, but it's as simple as Google. It's just a text box, and then what you can do with it is quite remarkable. So that prompts.chat will teach you how to do that. This is the kids table, so still important things to play with. Pi, that one, is what we call ChatGPT. If you get the iOS app of Pi, P-I, search for Pi Personal Assistant, and put that app into conversation mode. There's a little phone icon. You click the little green phone icon, and you can talk to it, and it talks back to you, and it's remarkable. And it's not perfect, but it's connected to the internet, and it's very conversational, and it's very, very interesting. Perplexity.ai is interesting. Labs.perplexity gives you access to Meta's Llama 2 models. Poe is really interesting. It's you can play with multiple different models there. You can make bots there, all that sort of stuff. All right. So that's that. Now, pitches. There's pitches. DALL-E 3, you can play with that inside Bing.com. If you go to bing.com/create or just bing.com and just ask it to make an image, it'll do it. That's DALL-E 3. I now have it inside ChatGPT, and it is amazing. It is a completely different experience. I suppose you could probably do this within Bing, but the distance between Bing's version of ChatGPT and OpenAI's version of ChatGPT is staggering. It's just amazing. I'll show it to you in a second. Then you got MidJourney. That's really good, but it's a pain in the ass. You got to go to Discord. It's very confusing if you don't know Discord. Ideogram is simple and can do text, but once you see DALL-E 3, I think you're going to forget quickly about Ideogram. And then Adobe, their Firefly and Photoshop generative fill tools are good. They're live. You can use them for commercial. I've been playing with DALL-E 3 today. Are you able to create an image to size 16 by 9? Yeah. In fact, yes. And you can do 9 by 16, and you can do it's amazing. We'll play with it here in a second. I know. And you're like, Kyle, why haven't you started yet? Because, I'm trying to serve the people here, people. Calm down. Calm down, you learning labbers. The people that show up here regularly, we call them the irregulars. Well, they name themselves the irregulars, and I adopted it because I think it's fucking hilarious. I'm so irregular. Have you tried the prune juice? All right. So that's that. If you want shit to move, there you go. Runway ML. If you want yourself to talk in a different language, HeyGen's Video Translate is truly remarkable. If you want to make 3D worlds by just invoking them, skybox.blockadelabs.com. And then if you want to make one of your little creations from MidJourney, talkstudio.d-id.com. Those are all good. So screenshot that stuff. Go play with those. And then the final list of resources here. Futurepedia, and there's an AI for that.com, are both just tool directories, right? AI apps. There are thousands of them. Most of them are horrible. So just know that. Most of this AI stuff right now is really bad. Those three guys, Ethan Mollick, David Shapiro, and Paul Raitzer. I should probably put Rachel Woods on here. She's a TikToker that's got the AI exchange. But these guys are consistently putting out really, really amazing stuff. Ethan Mollick is a Wharton business school professor. His blog is One Useful Thing. He just did a big wrap-up of what the hell's going on with AI over the past year. David Shapiro's creating AGI as an open source project and is one of the most brilliant dudes I've ever seen. And then Paul Raitzer from the Marketing AI Institute is just down to earth and really smart about this shit's coming. You'd better start dealing with it. He's just really good at it. He's got a weekly podcast. All right. Now, one final thing. Tomorrow, I kick off a workshop that I designed. Another creator named Rhonda Phillips has a community of creatives. She's a voiceover artist and a creative coach. And so we created the AI Launchpad for creatives, and it starts tomorrow, October 4th. That's Wednesday. And from 5 to 7 Mountain Time. And it's at rondasvoice.com/events. You can still get in. There's still some slots there. So if you want to dive deep on this, get hands-on. Session 1 is this Wednesday, tomorrow. And it's just basic general overview. Session 2 is applying AI to your business. And session 3 is advanced crap. So let's see. I am not creative, but I am a creative. Want to be. Would this be helpful? It'll absolutely be helpful. It'll absolutely be helpful. Here's the thing about creative. There's one of the things that these tools are going to allow us all to do is wherever you feel like you're weak, you can level up on shit. In fact, let me give you a sneak peek. Is this it? Hold, please. Do. Where did I put that? Yes. Sorry. Welcome. The other nickname for this channel is ChatADD. So welcome. So see, these are some of the expectations that I'm going to talk about in the workshop tomorrow. This is from one of the slides. But look at the last bullet point on what expectation setting with this AI stuff. These excuses no longer apply in the world. I don't know enough. I'm not good enough. And I'm too old to learn something new. Flush that shit down the toilet. Flush it down the toilet. And Hair Growth Geek, you in particular, I mean, you're on here, you're good. You'll probably enjoy it. I think it could be good. So feel free to check it out. These tools are remarkable leveler uppers. So where you think you might be weak at something, you're going to be able to get really good at it. So anyway, that's something that'll be a little soapbox I talk about tomorrow. Let's see, where are we? What's going on here? So anyway, that's the AI Launchpad. So that launches tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. So check that out, rondasvoice.com/events. And then the final thing, if you're looking for a community, here's the deal. If you're what Ethan Mollick calls a secret cyborg, like you're secretly becoming AI literate, but you don't want anyone to know about it because they think you're a fucking weirdo, and they're like, I hate AI, and you're secretly like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen. If you want a community of fellow weirdos, that's the salon.ai. So it's called the AI Salon. It's a community I started last December. We have a Discord community where we can hang out and chat in between sessions. We kind of hang out there when I'm doing these things. Will there be replays? The family is threatening to disown me if I don't go to a birthday dinner. Yeah, if you pay for it, there'll be recordings. They're going to be available for 2 or 3 months, and then I think we'll probably do a thing where we'll make access to them if you didn't attend at all available at some point. So Rhonda's in charge of all that. So I don't know exactly what the rules are there, but yeah, I think so. What else? Oh, the salon. So we also have bi-weekly meetups. So this is a link tree that's got a description of the salon and what our values are. And I'm actually going to demo tonight something that I did last night that blew my fucking mind with the values of the salon, actually. So that's pretty cool. So go ahead and do that. Storyvine.com, that's my business. I'm the founder and CEO of that. And what else? Oh, just I've got a scammer. Although this person hasn't been all that active that I know of, if you follow this channel, make sure you're not following a version of the channel that's aiLL Learning Lab. And you're like, but Kyle, these are your videos. I know. He stole my videos. He stole my name. He's a jerk. He's trying to get people to buy his stupid-ass crypto Ponzi scheme bullshit. So just check who you're following, and you can report him, and it doesn't matter. TikTok doesn't seem to give a shit about it. Okay, so that's that. All right, you guys ready? You ready for some fun? You ready for some fun? Okay, look at this. We got, look, it's ChatGPT. But Kyle, we've seen ChatGPT before. What are you talking about? Kyle, I have one question for you. Can you make money with ChatGPT?
You can make money with ChatGPT!
Oh! We had our AI Salon Entrepreneur Guild meeting tonight. Oh, cool, Cravuno. Awesome. I heard Bradley led that, right? I think he did. How'd it go? Was it good? That's awesome. Yeah, the AI Salon, the thing that I just showed you before, not that. That thing, we just added guilds. Oh, nice. Cool. Terrific. Thank you for the roses. That's awesome. Yeah, we just added guilds. So we've got an entrepreneur guild, an AI for business guild, an art guild, a writing guild, not the writers guild. That's different. They got their contract. Good for them. They got good stuff in it. And then there's an AI 101 guild. So if you're just getting started, there's that guild. So pretty exciting stuff. All right, let's go play. So if you're brand new here, I'll tease the people that know what's coming. So if you've not played with ChatGPT before, let me give you a little lay of the land. This is ChatGPT. The list down here is my prompting history or my chat history. This is the interface. You just have this box here. These are just suggestions of stuff you can say. And there's two models. There's GPT 3.5. Hang on. And there's GPT 4. GPT 4 you don't have access to unless you pay for ChatGPT Plus. And then you get access to it. You get access to a whole lot of other stuff. Oh, thank you very much for the cute little dog butt. Dog butts is cute. I like dog butt. So, if you've got GPT-4 and you want to know where all the goodies are, the extra special stuff, you go to settings and beta, and you go to beta features, and then you turn them on. And look, I got a new one. Browse with Bing is back. So Browse with Bing is back, plugins, and advanced data analysis. What I don't have right now is, what? Your live is being flagged for harassment. Was it because I said I like dog butt? Who was I harassing? All right, whatever. Spam. No, it came up as a dialogue box. I mean, if someone can figure out how to dialogue box TikTok in a spammy kind of way, whatever. So I might not be showing anything tonight because apparently I'm harassing people. Did I say anything? AI reported you. Apparently, I said a bunch of bad stuff about Sam Altman last night. They did it in my life too. That's weird. But, okay, good. Probably the hacker not liking your opinion. Oh, it could have been that, actually. What did I say? I said they were an asshole or something like that. Sounds like it. Damn bots. I know, the bots, right? Anyway, Browse with Bing is back, and look at this. So last night, RetroPunk, after I shut this down at 10:30 or something like that, 10:45. When I went and did something, and then I went on to Discord, and RetroPunk said, "Don't go to bed yet." And he got a form from the OpenAI Discord from one of the developers at OpenAI, that said he wants people to test DALL-E 3. And so filled out the form, and look at this. Look at how exciting this all is. Okay, let's see. How do we get rid of that? What is that? I got weird, whatever you call it, reflections. So we got regular ChatGPT 4. We've got Browse with Bing. We've got Advanced Data Analysis, Formally Code Interpreter. We've got plugins, and we've got DALL-E 3. DALL-E 3. Oh, I know. Kyle, you may never sleep again. Exactly. I'm going to bed. Good night, irregulars. Okay, after DALL-E 3. Okay, yeah, exactly. All right, so I'll do DALL-E 3 first. So you flip into DALL-E 3 mode. So now we're in DALL-E 3 mode. Now check this out. Oh, it's good. It's good to go now? It is. I don't think... Do I have a backup account just in case you get blocked? I do not have a backup account. So I've been blocked before. I got blocked for 7 days, like three times in a row when I first started doing these lives. And I've sort of figured out what the trigger words are, but I don't think I said anything tonight. So anyway, lucky. I know, I am. Eat the food. Okay, so here's what I did last night. I'm just going to do exactly what I did last night because this was the first thing I did, and it's just mind-blowing. So I'm going to hop over to LinkedIn, and I'm going to go to my AI Salon page. So I just talked about the AI Salon, and the pinned post on our account is, what is the AI Salon? So here's the AI Salon. The AI Salon is a community. Oh, I remember. This is a pain in the ass. You know what I'm going to do? So the way they do their articles, you actually can't select the whole article. It stops at certain points. Oh wait, now I can. That's weird. I couldn't do this last night. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. So this basically talks about what the salon's all about. And then it talks about our values: curiosity, generosity, exploration, collaboration, inclusion, and empathy. Okay? And we talk about why it's important, what we think about AI. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. You can make money with ChatGPT. And I'm gonna say, okay, based on this description of my community and our values, I'm going to hit Shift Return to make a line break, and then I'm going to paste that bad boy in there. I'm going to say, how am I going to do this? I would like to find a way to visualize the values, period. I'm wondering if you can help me do that, and if you might suggest some styles that we can use to bring those images to life. So the first thing I'm doing, hopefully this will just answer that question and not actually start drawing something. Certainly, visualizing the values of the AI Salon can be powerful to resonate with the community and convey the core principles. Here are my suggestions for each value: curiosity, image description, a photo of diverse individuals peering through oversized magnifying glass; generosity, illustration of hands of different colors passing forward glowing digital orbs. So it's putting together some prompting, some descriptions. All right. Let's see. Would you like me to create visual representations based on these descriptions? So I'm just going to say yes. I said Tess. Yes. Pops open the thing, DALL-E 3, and what it's doing right now is it's writing different prompts. So it's writing the prompts. Are you going to share that form? I don't know that I can because I didn't get it directly from Discord. I don't know what the agreements were for it. So if Retropunk's in here, and I don't see him online. Yeah, no, he's traveling to Japan or something like that. So anyway, but join the look. So wait, what was the first one? Oh, the first one was for the salon. Wait, what? Oh, I see what it did. Wait, here. Okay, no, it did four of them. It did the first four. So curiosity, generosity, exploration, and collaboration. So I'm going to say, while these are okay, I don't really find the illustration style all that exciting, period. Can you give me 4 variations for curiosity that are of different artistic styles so we can hone in on one that we like, period? So what I'm doing right now is the big difference for me. Oh, hey, my meeting this morning about AI went well enough that the dude asked his boss to call me tomorrow. Yes, Lunastick. Okay, so winner, chicken dinner. So Lunastick is one of the irregulars. She comes in here all the time, and she's been talking about AI, and that's one of the things I recommend is just start playing with AI, start talking about it, because at some point someone's going to go, I want to learn about AI. Could you help me learn about AI? And they're going to walk you into some fucking meeting. They're going to have a meeting, and she had one of those today, and it went well. And now she's going to be talking to the boss man. How cool is that? Let's see. Clint, is all of our AI turtle army here, Kyle? We got a lot of them. All right, let's go look at these images. All right, we got that one. That one's pretty good. For curiosity. Ooh, that one's cool. A little AI in the middle. That's very disturbing. Oh, look at all the creepy skulls around it. Nice. I like that one. I think that's going to be our style. But that's pretty cool too, isn't it? All right. So that's modern pop art depict. Let's go modern pop art. That's really cool. Although that's beautiful. I don't know. What do you think? I love pop art. All right, we'll go pop art for in celebration of Lunastick. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, I love the pop art style. Period. I want you to make the image include the value written out in typography. Can you try that? Pop art for the win. Pop art for the win. Ron, ahoy. Kyle, sir, ahoy. Irregulars, if you're wondering what the hell we're doing here, we are playing with ChatGPT with Dolly incorporated into it. It is amazing. Look, curiosity. That's really cool. Wait, but it spelled it wrong. So, okay. So great. I've given the word curiosity. Okay, let's... that's great, although you misspelled curiosity and it's a little over the top, period. Can you make it a bit more subtle and bring back some of the colors of the original pop image you did? Now, it may or may not remember what it wrote for that prompt. But this, like, if you've ever worked with an art director, right? If you've ever worked with a creative, this is what you do. But this is normally conversations that happen over days or weeks, right? Okay, that's cool. Love it. So what was the next value? The next value, generosity. Okay, let's go with this style. Period. It looks great. The next value is generosity. Give me your best shot. Wow, it can't spell. Now, still misspelled. I know. Oh wait, did it just misspell it again? Oh yeah, curiosity. We'll fix it. We'll go back and tell it did it. Yeah. So the spelling thing is off, but you can generally get it there. That's generosity. Oh, this is misspelled too. So one of the things that I noticed is you want to see something. Well, there's so much to do. There's so much to talk about people. I did a thing yesterday where I tried to get it to make the zombie kid. I had it write a children's book about a kid wearing zombie makeup at a local carnival, and then a turtle and a hedgehog. So using all of our little inside jokes. And when it made the image of the kid, it put him next to a mirror, but then he didn't have zombie makeup on, but his reflection in the mirror did, but it was coming out of the mirror. It can't do mirrors at all. So this is very much in alpha right now. So it's like, I think they're still trying to get this thing dialed in. But anyway, I'm going to say both curiosity and generosity are misspelled in your past two images, period. Why don't you try to do the first four values in pop art where you incorporate the name and try to get the spelling of the value correct? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-bum, and it's pretty fast too. That's why mine, I had to put the spelling in mine. I had to put the spelling in my prompt. Oh, that's interesting. Well, what's weird is it's got the spelling correct in the prompts. This is a diffusion model problem. I mean, the fact that they have these things even remotely close to getting words right is pretty remarkable, just knowing the way diffusion models work. I have no idea how they're fucking doing this. Your prompt was spelled wrong in the quotations. Oh, was it? The user error, curiosity. All right, I think we got them. Curiosity, generosity, Oof, that's pretty rough. Exploration. And then collaboration, AI collaboration. Wild. Okay, let's try something new. I'm going to close that out. We're going to go new chat. I'm going to go... let's see. I'd like to explore some different styles of photographic images, period. I like the work of Ansel Adams, period. I also like Nolan photographs, period. Can you give me an example of each of those in portrait aspect ratio, and then add 2 additional photographic styles you think I might like? I'm sorry, but I can't directly reference styles of Ansel Adams or Nolan. Oh, Nolan's not right. Not Christopher Nolan. So it's got a safety guardrail there, so that's kind of cool. I wanted Nolan, not Nolan. But again, just the idea that this thing is writing the prompts for you. And I know, listen, I know there's tools that can do this, and you can use ChatGPT 4. There's something different. There's a different cognitive thing happening for me because I'm in a conversation creating photographic stuff. But look, it did, portrait stuff, right? What's this one? Photo in the style of a vintage postcard. That's kind of cool. And what's that? Photo with a dreamy, ethereal vibe. Ooh, I like that. Dramatic composition, cobbled street. Okay, so let's go with... So which one is that? Number 2. I like the dramatic number 2 photo, period. Can you make me 4 images in 3:4 aspect ratio of dramatic street photography in Paris in the 1950s? Photo of dramatic composition. Vintage cars, Parisian architecture in the background, sipping coffee, Eiffel Tower, 1950s. Hero D, what's happening? I don't like safety guidelines because I tried to see what Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's child would look like. Oh, it did those in 4:3, not 3 It did them in 16:9. And they don't look photographic at all. Okay, so didn't like that. Let's go see. Let's go grab this prompt for this one. So here's what I'm gonna do. Please use this prompt as the example. Now make 4 photos based on that prompt in a portrait aspect ratio, period. The subject should be edgy street photography in Paris in the 1950s. There are a whole lot of words I can use in response to not having DALL-E 3, but they won't be banned. Let's see. I'm going to do something here. For the irregulars that are on here, hold 1 second. Bow. Okay, if you're an irregular, go to the irregulars channel in the Discord, in the Salon Discord. I think you'll like what you see there. Oh, look, it did what we asked it for. Yay, you did it. Yay, it doesn't suck. Yay. Are you only able to do this in ChatGPT 4 with the DALL-E extension? No, you can actually do this. So Bing right now, if you go to bing.com/create, that's also DALL-E 3. Actually, you know what? Let's actually go experiment. Well, let's look at these images, and then we'll go experiment with Bing. These are pretty good. Ooh, that one's beautiful. They're not super photographic. It's disabled. Dang, I thought it might be. All right. Sorry about that. Well, it was a short-lived window. I guess they got all the alpha testers they wanted. I tried, people. Oh, that's funny. Modern graffiti in 1950s Paris, with light coming out of the graffiti. Um, hey, bud, can you explain a little bit about the vision feature with ChatGPT? I can, but I don't have it, unfortunately. So the vision feature can analyze an image. So if you use there's a one of the modes in GPT-4 is advanced data analysis. So you can analyze an image there. You can upload an image there and do things like find out the file format or save it in a different format or make it animate or figure out the colors in it. That's not the data analysis that the image upload thing does. The image upload is actually sight. It can actually see what's in an image. So you can take, let me see if I've got something around here. You could take something like this print and upload a picture of it, and it would describe the shapes in it, the composition, maybe that it's art. It might even recognize the signature. It'll recognize, that it's in a series. I saw one guy uploaded an electrical engineering schematic of an electric circuit, and it analyzed it, said, here's all the components in it, and here's what they all do. I've seen other guys upload literal chicken scratch from a whiteboard of like, here's the components of a website, and it analyzed it. And like one of the ones I saw, they had like page 1 and page 2 of the website, but they had arrows that sort of said these two should be switched. So basically, they uploaded the photo of the website and they said, analyze this website and then write the code for each of the pages of the website. And it did. And it even switched, pages 1 and 2. Is it just me, or is Claude still way better at analyzing, summarizing documents than ChatGPT? I think it is. And even if it's not better, even if it's anywhere in the neighborhood, the fact that you can do long documents, if I'm doing document analysis, I'm generally going to Claude. If I want to do anything with data in a CSV file, I use advanced data analysis. And then if I want anything that's like good writing or good, interesting, well-crafted stuff, I use GPT-4. So this is why I kick around, why I call these 4 the adult table. Is the only reason Bard is in number 2 is in anticipation of Gemini coming, but for me right now, these 2 are the ones I use all the time. OpenAI.com and Claude. I use Bard. Yeah, listen, Bard's not bad. Bard's connected to the internet. There's reasons, like this is definitely a major player, and when Gemini comes, apparently Gemini is supposed to be better than GPT-4. ChatGPT seems dumber this week, as if 4 is 3.5 now. Yeah, so it's very possible that they've done some things from what I understood of something I saw, I don't know, a couple of months ago about the architecture of GPT-4. It's actually 8 different 200 billion parameter models working in concert with one another. It's some crazy ass thing. So it's possible, because they're adding all this new functionality, they're doing things to sort of reduce GPU load as they add these new things, and maybe they'll spin it back up. It's one of the challenges of working in anything generative AI right now is everything is subject to change. Everything. The tools are going to change. They're going to come and they're going to go. They're going to be connected to the internet. They're not going to be connected to the internet. They're going to be brilliant. They're going to be shitty. They call it model drift. It's a very real thing. So everything, every single thing that you build these days, you should not get too married to it. just chalk it up to learning that we all need to be learning these skills, and it's a good thing. Let me go play with Bing. I want to see if we can do what we just did in GPT-4 in Bing and see if it's any good. In fact, I'll do the exact same thing. All right, so I'm going to go to bing.com. And then I'm going to go to chat. All right, ask me anything. Yeah, you say that, Bing, until I actually ask you something, and then you yell at me for being nasty. Okay, so we're going to leave it in more creative mode. I'm going to say, based on this description of my AI community and our values. Oops. I gotta go get him again. People. Come on, people. What are you talking about here? What are you doing? You crazy people. Where is that? Bing? All right, there's our thing. I'd like you to help me visualize the values so we can create images to bring the values to life for the community, period. I want the images to be compelling, not cliche, and represent the value as it's described. Let's see if Bing can do what ChatGPT can do. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. My guess is not going to be as good, but this is using whatever you call it. Oops, what did I do? This is using DALL-E 3. I'm glad to hear that you're part of the AI Salon. I'll try to create that. Empathy, I'll try to create that. I have used my graphic art tool to create some images. All right. Your image is taking a while. Bard doesn't give me the same images, but it says it provides diagrams. Yeah, Bard's not doing images yet, but I think Gemini is going to be multimodal. I don't know if it's going to make images, but Bard can read images right now. You can upload an image to Bard right now and have it analyze what the image is about. Can't create your images right now due to high demand. I mean, this is astounding, actually, that, Microsoft, with all of their servers and cloud infrastructure, can't handle the demand. Here's another fascinating number that I heard, is that MidJourney right now has about 15 million customers. ChatGPT has 180 million. So imagine going from, just imagine the growth in the amount of people that are going to be making high quality images. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like Bing is very happy right now. Let me pop over. The other thing you can do at Bing, so I'm just at regular Bing chat, like chat.bing.com. You can go to bing.com/create, and that's actually the image generator, where you just sort of dump in. Thank you for your patience. Our team is working hard to fix the problem. Please try again later. Yeah, so it's a mess right now. Bing gives you 99 credits a day. So you can make. I got the demand comment all day today. Yeah, people are discovering that this DALL-E 3 thing is really good, and that's the problem. Because you have millions and millions of people, and in ChatGPT, they're going to probably roll that shit out pretty slowly, because otherwise it's just going to tank their servers. So, anyway, all right, let's get to some questions. If you're here, welcome. If you're new, my name is Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. AI Learning Lab. See? WESN Radio, rock and hip hop. Traffic on the nines. Thanks for the roses, WESN Radio. What's happening? Just got the number 2 gifter badge. Look at you. Look at you getting badges. Oh, man. what's DALL-E T? DALL-E 3. So it's DALL-E space 3. So if we go to openai.com/DALL-E-3, and it's a page that explains it's the image generation model that follows DALL-E 2 from OpenAI, but it's really good. It's really good. It's really, really good. And DALL-E 2 was bad. It was bad. It was embarrassing. It wasn't embarrassingly bad, but it was not good. If you compared it to MidJourney or Stable Diffusion or Ideogram or any of them, DALL-E 2 was really bad. DALL-E 3 is kind of like old Stable Diffusion in terms of image quality, but it's really accurate in terms of including things you put in your prompt. So it's really, and it can do text. It can do text quite well. Loaded GPT on my 86-year-old mom's phone. She'll be up all night. That's fucking awesome. Did you load the one in where she can talk to it? I haven't even checked my phone to see if you can talk to it. If I want a word included in an image, how can I craft my prompt so the results are legible? Well, if you're using DALL-E 3, you just ask for it. Just put the word in quotes. But I've found you don't even have to do that. You can just tell it you want it to put a word in the image. That's what I was doing with my Here's the images I created last night. These are my first 6 images. Well, no, this was probably total. I probably did 20 images, but these were the 6 that I picked. These were the ones that I did last night. So there's empathy, inclusion. What's wrong, Champy? You want to get up there? Go up there. There's collaboration. That one's kind of cool. It's like a big old library, and all these people are collaborating on screens. That's pretty cool. There's exploration. That one's brilliant, beautiful. That's generosity. It's creepy, but it's cool. And there's curiosity. That's the one for me, curiosity. This is the skill of 2024. And today, quite frankly. Like if you're here, if you haven't played with ChatGPT yet, let's do this. If you haven't played with ChatGPT yet, go there right now. Like, I don't care if you're like, but I don't want to, Kyle. I don't agree with AI. I think it steals. All that. I don't care. Just go there. If you haven't gone there, if you're sitting on the sidelines pontificating about the evil of AI, just go there. Just go there and start playing. It's a tool. It's not an evil robot. It's a tool. It's a tool that's been trained up on lots of writing of lots and lots of, like, all of the public internet for like the past 35 years. And just start interacting with it. Just start playing with it. Start getting curious about this stuff. Start talking about it. Like Lunashtick did. She was talking about it. Hey, this AI stuff's cool. And they're like, hey, you want to be in a meeting? And she's like, sure, I'll be in a meeting. And they're like, hey, could you tell us about AI? And she's like, sure, I'll tell you about AI. Oh, you got to see the boss man. This is the amount of opportunity right now for all of us, if we get curious about this stuff and start exploring, is massive. It's fucking massive. Did I say it was massive? Massive. Why? Because we're just getting started. We're just getting started. How do I know this? So, well, can I ask you, what are your qualifications? What are your qualifications, sir? How do you know that there's opportunity for us here, sir? Sire, please do tell. See, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. I'm old. I'm unhireable at this point. And I started a lot of companies. And one of the companies I started was in 1994, right in the early days of the World Wide Web. I started one of the first digital agencies called agency.com. So I know what it feels like to be at the beginning of one of these technological fucking explosions. And that was trippy. Like being in New York City in 1994 and being in the middle of the internet, Silicon Alley as they call it, was absolutely insane. This AI stuff, it makes that shit look quaint. It makes it look quaint. We're right at the beginning. No one knows about this stuff. A lot of people haven't even heard of ChatGPT, much less used it. So just go there and start playing. Chat.openai.com. Just go right there. And any one of these four would be worth you playing with. But that's the one. They're the ones that started it. They've got a bunch of new shit right now that's really powerful. Do you think Bing will move to a subscription service? Not for Bing.com. They'll keep supporting that. They'll keep underwriting that. Any chance that they have to take any market share from Google, they're gonna keep that available. And the thing about Microsoft is they can monetize their AI stuff with their software, so they can give the shit away. Isn't that a cool image? I don't know. I like it. I mean, it doesn't have the fidelity of MidJourney, right? It doesn't have the sophistication of it. So it's a little bit more like early Stable Diffusion, but dang. It's good. It's good. I created a presentation today with 100% graphics based on DALL-E 3, and it's beautiful. I know. I'm like my the deck for my workshop tomorrow has got a bunch of DALL-E 3 stuff in it as well. I mean, honest to God, the difference. Oh, you want to see something? Okay, watch this. Okay, so we're gonna do making an image with MidJourney versus making an image with DALL-E 3, right? So MidJourney, you've got to go to Discord for one thing, and then you got to find a channel that's got MidJourney where you can generate MidJourney stuff. And then you need to know the commands. So, what are the commands? Well, the first one is /imagine, and then you got to type in a prompt. An image of a group of people standing deep in the woods with a beam of blue light breaking through the trees as they look up. Period. Let's see. The word curiosity should appear somewhere in the image. All right, and then I hit return, and now it goes off and it does something. And see all these buttons? What are these? I don't know. They're things like you can zoom out and you can do variations and you can pan and you can. How are you supposed to know that? Well, you have to learn it. You have to learn it like command line. Now, is it impossible to learn? No, anyone can learn it, but it's just, crazy. Did I sell the domain for agency.com? Yeah, we sold agency.com to Omnicom, and then they rolled agency.com into TBWA Chiat Day. And then they gave it to some French design firm called the Designery. And so the agency.com has been pointed to some French design firm for fucking 20 years. I've written to senior management at Omnicom going, can I have that fucking domain back if you're not using it? Yeah, assholes. So this almost looks like it got the word right. Almost. But it didn't. Or did it? I can't see. Is that curiosity? So when you make something in MidJourney, you get this 4-up thing, and then you have upscale and variation. So U1 through 4, V1 through 4. This is very sort of engineering kind of solutions. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's boxes that represent each of those images. And you can either make it bigger or you can get different ones. So we'll just say it looks like 3 might have the word curiosity in it. Da, 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 da. It says curiosity. Wait, can you see it? No, you can't. All right. Well, whatever. So that's that's MidJourney. You have to know Discord. You have to learn all this stuff. It's just wonky and weird. And then you're in Discord. It's all over the place. And then inside ChatGPT, you go to the Dolly 3 thing and you just say, make me an image of people standing in the woods late at night with a bright blue beam breaking down from the trees as they stare up in wonder, period. On the image, the word curiosity should be subtly included but clearly legible. And now it's rewriting my prompt for me. So, and like that's actually a pretty big deal. Again, there's tools that you can do this with where you can write a shitty prompt and it will go fix it for you. But like this is doing it in line within the experience. And it's giving me 4 versions. But it's not giving me 4 versions based on the same prompt. It's writing 4 different prompts. So look, this one's a vector image. This one's an illustration. This is a photo. This is cool. Oh, I don't see the little spinny. Oh, yeah, spinny wheel's still there. All right. Come on, make your pretty pictures. Make your pretty pictures. Oh, those are not pretty. They're ugly. They're ugly. I hope you find the generated images to your liking. However, I'd like to mention I was unable to generate all of them due to a content policy. Well, you wrote the prompt, you dum-dum. Can you make the images more painterly and impressionistic? Boom. Off it goes. Oil painting of an impressionistic style depicting a diverse group of people standing in a dense forest. The moonlight creates a bright blue beam that penetrates the canopy, illuminating their faces with awe and wonder. The word curiosity is artistically incorporated into the glowing amidst the darkness. Interesting. I like your use of this app technology, sir. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm just so to be clear, one of the things that these people drive me crazy with.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
All the people that are like, I'm a fucking expert. No, I'm a fucking expert. No, I'm a fucking expert. No one's an expert right now. Everyone's trying to figure this stuff out. So my philosophy with this live and with this channel and with what I do is just, this is a way for me to process how to use these tools because I don't know how to use them. And you're like, oh, but you're good with words. Well, okay, good. Yeah, some other people are good with pictures. Some other people are good with code. Some other we're all trying to figure this stuff out, and everyone's going to have access to things they didn't think were possible, but they are. It really misspelled curiosity bad there. Got curiosity, like cure. It missed the I. Yeah, so it misspelled it 3 times in a row, and then it didn't make the 4th image. But they look nice. Oh, look, animation. All right, Bob, tell him what he's won. Let's go to some questions. Did anyone see the AI emoji creator released today? No. Is it from one of the big players, or was it just a standalone thing? AI emoji maker. I assume this is just kind of a wrapper sitting on top of Happy Pie. I don't see any big announcements. There's probably a lot of them out there, actually, that make... Because you can basically just create a model, like a Stable Diffusion model, that's good at emojis, and then just launch it as an app. That's probably what that is. That's probably...
You can make money with ChatGPT.
All you have to do is write a prompt and make your train your Stable Diffusion to do this, throw a prompt on top of it, and put it out to the world. You can make money with ChatGPT. There's going to be so many of those fucking apps. This going to be painful. If it's not that, let me know. I'm a librarian. Would you message me with it, please? I will post it for Kyle in Discord. Okay. Wait, Kyle Shannon. Sherry Banks. I'm asking for entry into the irregulars. Oh, yeah. Sherry Banks. Yeah, hang on. Are asking for... We do this shit in real time here, people. We do it in real time. Wait, why does this Discord not have roles? Introduce yourself. All right, I'll get all those people. I can't do it right now because I've got iPad Discord up, and I don't want to do it here. So I'll get those people. Me too. May I get entries into the Hair Growth Geek? What's your just in the intro channel? I don't know what your Discord name is. If it's Hair Growth Geek, I'll recognize you. If it's not that, just let me know that you're you, and I'll put you in. Actually, anyone in here, just in the introduce yourself section, just, let me know who you are in here. And if you're an irregular, I'll just put you in there. I'll just do it later. I'll do it after this when I have access to it. Because right now it's just chaos in here. It's just chaos, people. I don't know if you know what this is like in here, but it's chaos. It's just chaos. The old adage, imitation is the best form of flattery. This is ChatGPT. What's the Discord? Okay, so the Discord is, I've got a group that I started almost a year ago now. Holy crap. So when ChatGPT first came out, I thought, this is... This feels almost identical to when I stumbled upon this thing called the World Wide Web in 1994 and thought, what's this thing? And so in 1994, I started a group in New York City called the World Wide Web Artists Consortium. It became WAC, WWWAC. It ended up being like a 2,000 person organization. We met at the Sony building every other week. It was insane. So I started the AI Salon as a similar kind of group, because what I learned back in 1994 is that why I started the group was I assumed that there were a bunch of people out there that knew more than I did, because I didn't know shit. And what I learned was that everyone was trying to find out who knew more than they did. Nobody knew anything. That's where we are with this stuff right now. It is crazy. It's new. It is profound. It's powerful. And it's incomplete, janky, shitty technology. And it keeps changing. I mean, honestly, like literally before I got on tonight, I got access to Browse with Bing. And last night at midnight, I got access to the drawing thing, the DALL-E 3. And at some point here shortly, Google's going to launch Gemini, and that's going to change shit. And then November 1st, Office 365 is going to get Copilot, ChatGPT 4 inside Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint. How do you use that? I don't fucking know. What can you do with that? Probably lots. So we're all trying to figure this out. So that's why we're here. That's why we hang out. Why the irregulars are so irregular is they can't fucking sleep anymore. Because so here's the deal. And so anyway, the Discord, that group, go to that URL, and it's a link tree there. And that group, we meet bi-weekly. So we meet online and we meet in person here in Denver, because that's where I am. And then we've got the Discord, and it's got guilds. We just added guilds to it, so you can find your own sub-communities within it. And, we're all just trying to figure this shit out. So if you're new here, if you're new to AI, if you're like, well, I'm too far behind to start now, I'm too old to learn anything new. No, you're not. Look at me. I'm fucking ancient. Fucking Gen Xer. I'm bitter. Bitter? You betcha. Go to chat.openai.com and start playing. Source Camp, can't sleep. Welcome. I am your cure for insomnia. Oh, man alive. Man alive. Y'all are you're kooky. All right. Let's see. Hair loss geek, hair growth geek. I'm Kyle's ADHD OCD Tourette's twin sister. Welcome to Chat ADD. Oh, it's so true. But you know what? It's so funny. Like, one of the beautiful things of, living on the planet for a while is a lot of the stuff that I used to shame myself over. And I wasn't even necessarily shamed by it. But just my inability to have anything resembling executive function, it's like a block of rubber from sort of here back to here. My prefrontal lobe is just, a non-existent piece of nothing. I spent so many years of my life trying to solve it, right? Because one of the things that ADD gives you is I can fucking figure it out, because you can, synthesize shit really quick, right? So I sort of lived with this fantasy of I could solve, whatever the problem was, I can solve it. and so in the 80s and then in the 90s, before we had smartphones and internet everywhere, we had these things called filofaxes. They were books that were this thick, and every page was a different day, and you could organize your life in it, and you could write context in it. I must have bought fucking 474 different kinds of filofaxes to try to... I'm if I just find the right system, then I can organize shit. And I don't know when it hit me. It was probably my mid-40s. I just went, oh, I get it. I'm never going to be good at that. And then I started... recognizing that and surrounding myself with people that were good at that shit. I'm I'm good at this shit. You want ideas? You want wacky synthesis? You want, fun? Great. Bring me in. You want to get shit done? Meet my partner, Monique, in my case of Storyvine. I'm the reason Storyvine exists. Monique is the reason Storyvine's still in business. My mom's 86 and getting great at prompting. Anyone can learn this. This is... So people. You know what they call these ChatGPT things, right? Large language models. What are we? Large language models. One of the most profound things about ChatGPT and the large language models is that you don't need to be a technologist to use them. You just need to use words. And they're getting better and better. If you notice when I was playing with the DALL-E 3 within ChatGPT, it's writing prompts for me. You don't even need to... You're not going to need to be good at prompting as these things get more sophisticated. They're going to prompt themselves. your only job is going to be have an intent and then like curate the shit it generates and refine it. So yeah, it's crazy. ADHD and being interested in AI is definitely correlated. Yeah, I would not be at all surprised if there weren't science behind that. I got. I'll tell you when to get off. Come on, Chippy. Come on, Chippy. Did everybody leave my little party? Did everybody go? Oh no, there's more people here than ever. Hey, everybody. My name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. Welcome. Pate, go on Hugging Face and play with the Fast Stable Diffusion XL model. Cool. Let's do that right now. HuggingFace.com. That's not right. Hugging Face dot whatever the fuck it is. I'm tired of non.com subdomains, top level domains. They suck. You have to remember, is it .ai? Is it .io? Is it .xyz? Is it hugging. Oops, face. .co. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't remember huggingface.co. Let's see. What am I looking for? Pate. Is there is it? I'm sure it's in the like trending thing, right? Oh, your Fast Stable Diffusion XL demo. Pate. There's a lot of patent stuff here. Pate Modder _MOT. TT. Pate Modder. Found you. Models, no models. Tell me where to go, Pate. I don't know. I don't know where to go. This might not be you. But I'll go there. I'll go there. You can grab it from Discord. Okay. Hang on. Here it is. Is this it? Oh, that's the AI Comic Factory. That looks pretty cool. Should be one of the newest blog posts. Which blog? Hey, I don't know where it is. Did you put it in general discussion? Where'd you put it? Here, let me go search for you over here. From user, from Pate Modder, PhD. Accelerating Stable XL. This is it. A new Hugging Face blog post demo was released today that my team. Okay, so Pate, who's one of the irregulars and is also part of the AI Salon, works at the Goog. And Pate is, yes. Pate has a good sense of humor, for one thing. All right. Fast Stable Diffusion. Enter your prompt. high quality text to image. Demos running on Google Cloud TPU v5e to achieve. Wait, sorry. Generate. All right. Let's see. Oil painting of a kid in zombie makeup at a county fair. Declaring his love for turtles. Error. Please try again with a different prompt. Why? You don't like zombie kids? Is it love? Let's see. Dancing with turtles. It's erroring out on me, Pate. Thumping up. Past generations. I don't have any. Anyway, this is super cool. Oh, but what I was saying is I make fun of Google a lot in here because of how far behind they got with this stuff, but they're going to come out swinging. I think they're pissed over there. They're like, we invented this shit, right? You do know that, right? They are rightly pissed. Anyway, I'll come back to this. I'll check it out tomorrow, and then I'll come back and do it. So I'm excited about what's coming from Google. Actually, some of the image stuff that they showed earlier in the summer, when that stuff hits, it's gonna change things as well. We're just in nuttiness. We are in nuttiness. This was, I can't talk about what image tool I used to make this, but this is an image tool that makes things in 4K. I think it's a startup out of India. I don't think it's going to be a major player. But I did the car in Photoshop generative fill because it was just empty down here and it looked weird. And then there was some weird letters in the sky. I got rid of those and added that cloud. It's just amazing that we can do this stuff now, isn't it? It's just bonkers. It's just bonkers. Should be under 4 seconds for 4 images. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've heard that the CEO of Stability AI said that the tool that they're playing with internally for image generation at Stability AI is doing 60 images a second. So that's sort of game level frame rates. So video game level frame rates. It's generating 60 images in a second. So let's say, so they're playing with that now. Let's say that takes a year before we see some sort of research out there about it, and then it's going to be another year till it hits. But what that means is within 2 years, like the playing I did in ChatGPT 4 where it was generating the images and it took a while to write the prompts and stuff like that, you're just going to either type or talk, make me a movie, make me a video of someone saying this, doing this, in this style, I don't know, in this language, and go. And we'll just go. It's like, really? Yeah, really. Let me see something here. I'm going to try something. And it rolls. All right, I'm a librarian. You're in the irregular thing. Hair growth geek. You're an irregular. You're an irregular, and you're an irregular, and you're an irregular. Who else we got here? All right, I'll go back in there. Anyway, I just saw that. I just made 2 of you irregulars. Yes, art's my bag. I like turtles. It's not meant to be the highest performing image per second. We're more concerned with performance TCO. Oh no, I wasn't. No, I think 4 images in 4 seconds is pretty impressive, Pate. No, I was just talking about what what stability AI I was talking about is coming down the line. I'm sure Google's got some shit coming down the line too. How do I get into the irregular group? You have to just show up a lot and participate, and then you're like, why are they called irregulars? Because they show up every night to watch some old man mutter incoherently about artificial intelligence. So an irregular, so it's just a name of the people that show up here regularly. So, can you show vision real fast? I can't because I don't have access to vision. I would show it. I can show you. Whatever you call it. I can show you it making images. Let me go see. It's possible they just added it. No, let me reload here. No, I don't have it. So when you have vision, there's going to be a little camera icon right here in regular GPT-4 default chat. When you go to that, if you've got vision, then you'll see a little camera icon here, and I don't have that. But what I do have, which I don't think a lot of people have, is this bad boy. DALL-E 3 beta. That's actually alpha. They shouldn't call that a beta because it's rough. But let's see. Can you create an image that combines the style of the great masters of the Renaissance with pop art and surrealism, where the subject is a turtle in a clearing being beamed up into a UFO, period. In the sky, there is the text, AI Learning Lab. All right, let's see how this does. I mean, this is the visual equivalent of there's a video of Jordan Peterson talking about the first time he used ChatGPT and how to do all these philosophical things and just combine, like, it wrote a 13th rule of life for his book Rule of Life and did it combining the styles of 2 different people and like famous philosophers. So I assume this is going to do at least something interesting. Where can I find the new beta? The new beta of what? Of this that I'm showing here. So if you want to play with DALL-E 3, you can play with DALL-E 3 right now at bing.com. So if you go to bing.com/create or just bing.com and go into chat and ask it to make images, it'll do that. And then, oh, these are pretty good. Oh, and it's a turtle. It's beaming up a turtle. I mean, I know that's what I asked for, but like, come on. Does it not still blow your fucking mind that we're in a world that this can happen? Have you ever tried to Photoshop something? Like, if you don't have illustration skills, have you ever tried to Photoshop some shit together to get something resembling your idea of what you have in your head? Oh my God, that one's brilliant. All right, this one we're saving. It's just brilliant. I wish it weren't a sea turtle, but I love it. And look at the, I had it combine the Renaissance masters with pop art. So it's got pop art colors with Salvador Dali. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man. It's so good. Let's see. aiLL turtle UFO. Da, 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 da. Turtle UFO. Bang. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. You've won a ride in a disc-shaped vehicle. I'm a librarian. Thanks for letting me in. Yes, 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 of course. Here, I'm giving someone else is becoming an AI regular right now. Boom. All right, Aperture, you're in. Oh, man. Okay. How does Bing's version compare to ChatGPT's version? I don't know. Well, no. Well, yes. My expert opinion after 2 days, 2 days of using these tools, my deep trusted expert opinion is that Microsoft either has too many people using it or not enough GPUs dedicated to it, so it's bad. Canva has AI now. Yep, that's much cooler. Yeah, the Canva stuff is looking pretty interesting. So here's the deal, people. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. AI is going to be everywhere. It's going to be like internet, right? Right now, we go to AI, right? You go to ChatGPT. You go to Bing. You go to MidJourney. It's not going to be like that. You're using Canva. What's Canva do? It generates content. Well, is it going to generate original content? It is now. Microsoft Word. You don't go to ChatGPT and paste it into Microsoft Word. It's just going to be in there, right? So that's where a lot of this stuff's headed. I don't know what I was talking about. Welcome to Chat ADD. I like that turtle image. Let's flip this. Let's get him all big there. That's beautiful. Look at that. We just made that. The question was, how does Bing compare to DALL-E 3 in ChatGPT 4? ChatGPT 4 in OpenAI is dramatically better than ChatGPT 4 in Bing. Because Bing's safety guardrails are just weird. It's like the lawyers wrote them and the engineers just said, well, fuck it, and just put them in there. So it's just weird. And then when you generate the images, it only generates square images, which historically would be a problem. But now with Photoshop Generative Fill, I don't give a shit if an image is the wrong aspect ratio. Like if I want this image to be a vertical image, not a horizontal image, we just go make it, right? So I assume that the DALL-E 3 engine is the same as what OpenAI is using, but their chat application's not the same. So it's possible they've even got different training data for DALL-E 3 Bing versus DALL-E 3 OpenAI. In OpenAI, I can tell it aspect ratios, and it does them, and Bing doesn't do that. I don't think, but Bing's just overloaded right now as well. So I don't know. I do not know. Your updated OS is triggering. What? Do I need anything geeky to make a bot in Poe, or is prompting enough? No, here, I'll show you right now. It's super easy. So for those of you that don't know Poe, this is one of the sites I recommend playing with. That one's Leonardo. That one's cool too. Poe. Okay. So Poe is just like ChatGPT, but you have a bunch of different models. They just added web search, which is cool. You can use GPT-4 here. You can use, the Claude 100,000 token models here. Some of them require a subscription, GPT-4 and the good Claude models. But you can use it for free. And then it's got all these bots, right? Like there's an Uno bot, and there's a rap bot, and I made a Shakespeare bot, and I made a Sling Blade bot, and I made an Emily Dickinson bot. So how do you make a bot? Well, you go up here to create bot, and you name it. And so, whatever you want it to be, Jay-Z, or I made a Jay-Z one. So, whatever, Taylor Swift, whatever. Then you write the bot description. Then you choose which model you want to use. Do you want to use GPT-4? I would, although it's limited access for non-subscribers. So if this is something you're going to share with people and you want people to use it a lot, they might get rate limited if you select GPT-4. But you've also got Claude 2, 100,000, right? So you could create a bot where you can upload really large files into it. So you pick a model, and then here's the prompt, right? So I want you to act like, let me go find, here's my I Am Shakespeare bot. So let me go grab my description. So my description for Shakespeare: you are a chatbot embodying the renowned playwright William Shakespeare. Engage with users as if you're crafting a play for them, using authentic Shakespearean language and phrasing. Your responses must adhere to iambic pentameter, with stanzas extending beyond 2 lines if needed. Your memory of your written words is impeccable, allowing you to quote lines. So it's basically just like a fat description of what you want it to, like who it is and what you want it to do. And then you can write an intro message, and you can create a picture. So I created a picture of Shakespeare in MidJourney, and then you launch it, and then it's cool. So I can say, let's see, explain the dance between art and science. And then it writes you some Shakespeare shit. When man to finest arts or scientist doth cleave, 'tis knowledge feeds the soul, while progress we weave. The light of truths through lenses keen be drawn, as alchemy and crafts new wonders spawn. Yet doth sweet fancy water learning's root, while numbers rhyme and verse enrich its fruit. I gotta get some use of that acting degree, man. I gotta do it. But yeah, one of the reasons that I recommend Poe is for the bot maker. I practice your prompting. Make a bot and then see if it behaves consistently. See if it gives you the answers you want. And then if it doesn't, experiment and change the prompt and get it better and then share it with friends. Hey, I made a stupid bot that writes lyrics like Taylor Swift. Great. Send it to all your Kansas City Chiefs fans. Oh man, Swifties. Did you hear that Alexa, you could say to Alexa, when's Taylor's game tonight on Sunday when they were playing the Jets? And Alexa would bring up the information about the football game. Oh my God, it's so funny. The Swifties are taking over the NFL. And they made if you paused the game, they made the shuttle for the timeline for the game was Taylor's hands. It's hilarious. Oh man. Yeah, so Kavruno, go make bots, man. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Where would I find DALL-E 3 in my ChatGPT 4 account? You're not going to find it there right now. I just happened to... someone tipped me off that there was a form to fill out, and I filled it out, and they gave me access to it as alpha testing last night at midnight. That form is now since closed down, I discovered. judging by it feels a little incomplete right now as I use it. So and I also don't know. I mean, they have 180 million users. ChatGPT does. So they're probably going to roll the image generation stuff out a little more slowly, just so they don't hose their servers. But I don't know. It looks like they're rolling out the other things. Like they rolled out access to Bing tonight, and then I saw a TikTok channel right before I came on here, a CMO woman who talks about AI stuff, and she said they're rolling out the vision stuff where it can see. Over the like right now they're kind of expanding it, so go check your stuff if you don't see it. By the way, the other thing you should know, if you're paying for ChatGPT Plus and you don't see plugins and you don't see advanced data analysis and you don't see browse with Bing, go into your settings and then go into beta features, and you got to turn them on. So one way you will see them is they'll show up there. If they're not there, you don't have access to them. But this will all come. I mean, as much as I was bitching about this for the past 3 nights and ranking on Sam Altman because he was a bad boy and didn't give me access to the toys, it'll all come. It's coming. It's coming. And the fact that we can use DALL-E 3 now in Bing for free is awesome. The fact that their servers are overloaded, not as awesome. It is the early days. We are very early. If you think you're behind, you're not behind. If you think everyone knows more than you do, no one knows more than you do. Nobody has a fucking clue right now how this is going to impact work, how this shit works, how it's going to be used, what it's going to be used for. The most important thing you can do right now is get curious. Start exploring. Start playing. There's literally nothing that you can do right now that won't serve you. Like you got a project plan coming up for work. You could spend 2 hours writing the project plan, or you could spend 2 hours trying to figure out if you can figure out how to get AI to write the project plan. Same 2 hours, same project plan. You know, if you spend the 2 hours over here, you'll have a project plan. The only thing you know over here is you might or might not have a project plan at the end of 2 hours. But you will have learned if it's possible to make a project plan using AI. And chances are very, 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 very good that you'll have a project plan in 15 minutes and you'll spend the rest of that 2 hours refining a way more sophisticated project plan than you would have created over here in these 2 hours. Is probably what will happen. So what I'm trying to flip this fucking thick skull to do is anytime I have something to do, first think, how would I do that in AI? And go try it. It's hard because we've all got our behaviors and these tools are not great, right? It's very possible you spend 2 hours trying to do your project plan and you realize it was full of inaccuracies and bullshit and it can't do math and you fucking hate it and you have to throw it out and you have to start over. But what you learned was where the boundaries are today. Okay, it can't do that. But in doing that, you probably learned a bunch of shit it can do. And that's where we all need to be right now is curious enough to just go, fuck it, I'm going to learn. And then persistent enough to just keep trying to figure out where are the boundaries. Oh shit, the boundaries just moved. Oh, it just got better. These tools today are as bad as they'll ever be. It only gets better from here. So if you look at it and you're like, well, it doesn't spell right, or that's a grammatical error. It doesn't really do grammatical errors, by the way. It's pretty brilliant at grammar. But it does lie. I like to call ChatGPT mansplaining as a service. Like every good man in your life, it will confidently answer you, even if it's wrong. That's Welcome to the AI Learning Lab. I like to confidently answer. I try not to be wrong. I try to at least be aware of when I know something or don't, but whatever. You should know that about it and then work around it. Because I have never been more creatively engaged, intellectually engaged, more productive. For someone with ADD, my level of productivity in the past year is like no other time in my life. Oh, thank you very much, Sherry Banks. If you're a card carrying member of the ADD club, you get that you can go through bursts, right? You do your hyper focus thing and you can go through burst where you do shit. It's very hard for me anyway to sustain anything, right? I can do bursts and then they tend to be sort of a burst and then there's kind of 2 months of nothing and then there's a burst and there's a month of nothing, there's a burst and there's 6 months of nothing. I have been consistently producing something, I'd say on average, like something that I'm really happy with and something that would have been a big deal for me before, once a week. I'm just consistently, like, I'll go and I'll be like, it's been a while since I've done something. And the immediate thing that pops in my head is the ADD thing of like, you're not good enough. Nobody wants to hear your shit. You know, like all of the fucking whiny bullshit brain. And then I go, oh, wait, I got that thing. I go into ChatGPT or I go into some image generation thing or I go into, it doesn't fucking matter. And I go in and I'm like, I don't really feel like doing this, but I sort of have a stupid idea about a dumb idea here. And then it's like, oh, that's an awesome idea. Here, let me flesh that out for you. And you're like, oh, cool. It sort of shakes you out of your malaise as a human. So, nanu. I am just 20 minutes away from Boulder. Joxer the Mighty, love the name. DeFi Cryptonomics. What you got against sea turtles? Are you a habitatalist? Exactly. I'm a turtlist. How long until I ask my personal AI to go talk to all corporate AIs and find me the best price on a coffee machine that Wirecutter ranks highly? I think you'll have that. I think you'll have that from multiple companies easily within 18 months. I think Apple will come out with autonomous agents. I think they're going to be really good. They've already got our data. They've already got our credit cards. They're private and safe because they're doing all the encryption on device. They're going to do all their machine learning on device. The 15 and the Vision Pro goggles are doing on-device machine learning, like a lot of it. And that's going to get better and better. Meta just announced their chatty bots, right? Where you can have Snoop Dogg be your dungeon master, right? So those are out now, or they were at least announced. I haven't played with them, so I don't know if they're out, but they're at least announced. So those things will get actions probably within a year, right? And once they have actions, what's that mean? It means they can take action. So the action could be, hey, go find me the best price. First, what are the best coffee makers? And rather than getting back Google injected bullshit ads, it says, well, here are the different types of coffee makers. And then you're like, oh yeah, I like that one that brews it really slow. Okay, here are the 4 different types of those. Oh, okay. I need one that's small enough to fit on my counter. Okay, so you don't want these two because those are really big ones and those are meant for big cafes. So you want these 2 types. Okay, who are companies that make those? Oh, can I see some of those? What are the prices? What are the reviews? And then you've done all your research in a 3-minute conversation. And then you're like, awesome, go find me the best prices. And, let me know when you find one that is 15% below the average of all the others, or the lowest price of all the others, or whatever. And it'll go off and fucking do that. And then, 3:30 in the afternoon, your little stupid watch will go off and go, pring, I bought your coffee thing. It'll be there tomorrow. I think within a year and a half. Some version of that. And I think from multiple companies. Bing Chat's built on top of ChatGPT, or on top of GPT-4 technically, but it's fine-tuned and prompted to death and back. I know, Bing is just fucking useless. So what Sam's talking about there, Sam Korn, one of the irregulars, awesome dude. So you have these, what are now called frontier models. I used to call them foundation models, but now they call them frontier models because they wanted to make a group that was above people that couldn't afford to make the kind of models they're making. So the frontier companies are like OpenAI, Google, Facebook, Apple, right? The ones, if you can afford 20,000 GPUs, then you can be a frontier company. If you can't, fuck off. So you have the frontier model. So GPT-4 is a frontier model. GPT 3.5 is a frontier model. Llama 2 is a frontier model, right? So these are the core models. And then you build the application on top of it. So ChatGPT-4 is a chat application sitting on top of the GPT-4 frontier model. And so this is OpenAI's ChatGPT, and this is Bing Chat. And this one sucks because, as Sam said, it's been fine-tuned and prompted to death and back. So, even though they're both GPT-4, they're not both GPT-4. So, we'll see. Let's see. Ms. CEO warns of nightmare future for AI if Google's search dominance continues. Oh, Microsoft CEO. Well, I mean, I think it's fascinating that Google's penetration in search is still at 92%. It says a couple of things to me. It says we're still early. I thought that ChatGPT and Microsoft incorporating it into Bing would have pulled at least a couple of points out of Google's market share, and it hasn't. I'm really curious, though, if the volume of search has stayed the same, or if the volume of search has gone down. So maybe it's that people use whatever search engine they always use, so the market share stays the same, but has the number of searches gone down? It'll be interesting to see those stats. I'm sure they're out there. Thank you, Digital Gods. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the little goodies you give me. It's so nice. The Microsoft CEO was also he was pretty fucking giddy in the early days of ChatGPT, and when they rolled out Bing Chat, and he basically said, "I'm willing to lose money to fuck with Google," right? I don't know. As these tools get more sophisticated, I don't see how chat stays this, or how search stays the same. I think search is going to just fundamentally shift. Now, Google might still own it, and Google might inject all sorts of ads into your chat responses, which they're probably working on. But if they fuck it up too much, if it's not good enough, and someone else has got something better, people will shift. So I don't know. We'll see. It's fascinating time. Do I need anything geeky? Oh, that's the Pobot thing we asked before. Electronic bill payment. So what do bots really do? Okay. So Mary. I don't know if you're still here because I'm 57 messages behind. But let's go. Let me go show you. Let me go show you. So one example was the example to write a love letter between a hedgehog named Larry and a turtle, and it wrote, it responded in iambic pentameter as if Shakespeare wrote it, or explain the dance between art and science, and it wrote that as kind of this sonnet looking thing. But let me show you an example with ChatGPT that I think will kind of bring this to life. So we're going to do a new chat. I'm going to go to ChatGPT 4. We're just going to go to default ChatGPT 4. And I'm going to type in, let's see, explain the science between, that's not the right words. Explain the science of quantum mechanics in a way that a fifth grader can understand using turtles, hedgehogs, and zombies as metaphors. All right, kiddo, strap in and let's dive into this wild and wacky world of quantum mechanics. Superposition, the turtle. Okay. So it does that, right? And it did it okay. Like all right, kiddo, strap in. Like that seems decent for a fifth grader. So it's gonna answer like that. But one of the things that ChatGPT added a month or two ago was a thing called custom instructions. And so custom instructions let you what did I write here? They let you modify what the bot does. So basically these are instructions that are going to tell it to behave differently. So I've got, you're the skipper from Gilligan's Island. Well, let's try it. We'll just turn this one on. So I'll turn it on and I'll save it. So what did I have? I had, you're the skipper from Gilligan's Island, a character known for strong leadership, rugged demeanor, and the perpetual frustration caused by Gilligan's antics. And then if Gilligan asks a question and seeks guidance, your responses are colored by the history of Gilligan's mishaps. For example, if Gilligan inquires about building a boat, Gilligan, remember the last time you tried that? So we're telling it to act like the skipper on Gilligan's Island. So I'm going to take the exact question that I wrote before, and we're going to create a new chat. And so the new chat is now going to follow those custom instructions. So I'm going to take that exact same chat, and let's see how it responds. All right, Gilligan, sit down and listen carefully. Now, you remember those turtles we saw on the other side of the island, right? Well, let's pretend they're like tiny particles, right? So he's talking to Gilligan like he's an idiot. So a bot is basically just this ability to have the interaction back and forth with a different personality, for lack of a better term, a different set of instructions. Now, hang on. When I switch cameras, it lags. So let me just pause for a second for it to unlag. If you're kind of new to the world of AI, what's so significant about these bots, I kind of hate that they're calling them bots, like chatbots and things like that, because we have been told for 15 or 20 years that AI chatbots are going to be remarkable. And then they gave us Alexa and they gave us Siri, and they suck. And why do they suck? Because you can't actually talk to them. They're not designed to talk. They're designed to transact, right? So if you're going to buy something from Alexa, she's awesome. If you want to understand what is the big deal with quantum physics, she's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I haven't been programmed to do that. So historically, chatbots are logic trees where they say, okay, if the person asks this, here's your answers. And if they ask this, then here's your answers. And then if they ask something that's not programmed in, it's like, yeah, I don't know. And that's why they suck. And so with the large language models behind them, you can now have interactions with them where you can pretty much ask them anything. And if you want to have a good experience with that, or a different experience, download the Pi app. Pi. Where is it? Where do I have my Pi? So you can go to pi.ai or go to the Apple App Store and search for Pi, P-I, personal assistant. The company is Inflection, and it's a cute little app, and you can, type into it, but you can also put it into voice mode. So there's a little phone icon in the chat box. Click the phone icon, and you just start talking to it. And it's connected to the internet, meaning you can ask it about recent events. You can ask it when the next Taylor Swift football game is, and it will tell you. You can ask it when Travis Kelce is going to be famous now that Taylor's his girlfriend. And it will interact with you. Have that conversation. That's science fiction. It's like, we watch these movies where the people talk. It was never possible. It is now. Like, it just works. And it's as bad as it's ever going to be. So, does it sound natural? Not quite. Does it pause too long after you ask it a question? Yes, it's really awkward. Like, having a conversation with Pi is like talking to an introvert whose battery has run out, right? And they're just like, you ask them a question and they're just like, I don't want to answer this. I don't want to answer this. I don't want to answer this. Okay, here's the answer. It's like that, but that's going to get better. That company, Inflection, that makes that silly little app that you can talk to, they just raised $1.3 billion to buy 22,000 GPUs. They're spending like $950,000 on 22,000 GPUs to build their own frontier model so that thing can be the world's best personal assistant. So the person that was asking before, when can I have my personal assistant go buy me my coffee maker and get me the best price and just have it shipped to me? That's what that entire company's about. They raised $1.3 billion to build that tool for you. AI's not coming. AI's here. It's just no one knows it yet. And it's all these tools right now are just, they're just pieces of crap, right? Like we have kind of this running inside joke here. That's enough of an inside joke that one of the irregulars made me. I gotta move this later in the presentation. These tools are just janky pieces of crap right now because we're so early, but they're not going to be janky for long. Every one of these tools that you use, that if it blows your mind, if you're like talking to Pi and you're like, oh my God, this is fucking remarkable. Yeah. They're going to get better. Like however they are right now, like whatever shortcomings they have right now, that shit's going away, and it's going away quick. Y'all people, the beginning is here. Exactly. Where's that image? I got that image here somewhere. Right? All these people running around going, the robots are going to kill us. The end is near. The end is near. No. The beginning is here. Everything's changed. Just no one knows it yet. Everything has changed, past tense, but no one knows it yet. This is a presentation I gave. Talking about 1994 when I launched an online magazine. So that's a little image of Times Square, and the words down here, the world just changed. So In 1994, I learned enough HTML to put together an online magazine, and I figured out how to upload these files from my computer in Brooklyn to some computer in California. And I didn't really know what that meant. I mean, I kind of did. It was going to be on the internet. And 3 weeks later, I get a note from someone on a dial-up bulletin board system. Hey, Kyle, did you know that Urban Desires, your magazine, was written up in Liberation, the Parisian news daily? And I was like, what? And so the next Sunday, I went down to Times Square to the International Newsstand, and I ran in, and I said, where's Liberation? And they pointed me there, and I buy this newspaper that's all in French. I don't speak fucking French. And I start flipping through it. I'm in the middle of Times Square flipping through this newspaper, and sure enough, there's a full-page article with pictures of the website that I built in my apartment in Brooklyn and uploaded to some computer in California, and is being written about in Paris. And in that moment, I went, holy shit, the world just changed. No one knows it yet, but this is not normal. Geography's collapsed. Time has collapsed. Like, everything's going to be instant. You're going to be able to communicate with anyone, anywhere in the world. And this is at a time where you had to have your computer call another computer. Like, the whole idea of the internet just being there wasn't there. So it took years for the infrastructure to catch up to what the World Wide Web made possible. Well, guess what? AI's here. It's built on decades of, research and engineering, just like the internet was. Except now all the infrastructure's there. We've got no-code tools. We've got internet on all the time. We've got more compute power in our stupid fucking watch than supercomputers had, 20 years ago. So the world has changed, but no one knows it yet. The beginning is here. It's like, yeah. Yeah. I think searches have increased just as fax increased the use of paper. That's interesting. Did you see Chipotle robot on YouTube making the early days taco chips in a taco bowl? Oh, interesting. No, I didn't see that. Well, that's the other thing. The other thing that feels like science fiction is like all the robots, like Elon Musk keeps talking about his robot, and you see Boston Dynamics, and it's, there's the dog and the fucking construction robot, and they're dancing and they're doing all that shit. They're sticking ChatGPT inside those things. And rather than having to manually program them to do this and do that and do that, they're throwing machine learning in there. And now they can talk, and now they can read their own sensors, and now they can process what you said and inquire about their own sensors. You don't need to write code to pull out the data from their sensors. You can say, hey, how's your battery doing? And they go, oh, I'm at 58%. I should be good for a bit. Elon Musk's goal is to get the cost of those humanoid robots to 20 grand. His goal is to have 1 or 2 robots per human being on Earth. So the guy that asked earlier, how long before an agent can order me a coffee machine and have it, find me the cheapest one and have it shipped here. We're not that far, maybe 4 or 5 years from being able to go, hey, Bob. That's what I name my robot. Hey, Bob, could you run down to the Home Depot and get me all the shit I need to make a little tree fort for my kid? And your robot will walk out to your car, drive to Home Depot, go into Home Depot, having constructed the shopping list, know where all the stuff is at Home Depot, go get all the shit, load up your car, bring it home, and say, would you like me to build that for you? We're not that fucking far from that. All right, maybe that one's 10 years. But we're going to have, these things are not just going to be virtual. I love Kyle Digital History Talk. Thank you very much. It's just like at some point I'm like, I'm old. Oh yeah, I remember shit occasionally. Voice mod on Pi is something else. Yeah, it's crazy. Got a jet? Bigfoot Electro, thanks for sharing as always. This has been a mind-blowing stream. Oh, awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Be right back. All right, Harold D. Down. Where is, let's see, is anything going on in here I need to be paying attention to? Little pit stop at the store. Yes, I'm an adult. Sweet. That's very cool, Harold D. The normal pill or the irregular pill. That's awesome. This is from JRC in the Irregulars. This is it. This is. I think, other than my fucking stunning personality, I think that one of the reasons people are starting to hang out in here, and one of the reasons I'm taking. It's so funny. I told someone tonight. They're like, I saw you had 28,000 followers on TikTok. And I was like, oh yeah, like it's just happening. And I said, I've been spending like 3 hours every night going live on TikTok. And she goes, that's a lot of time. And it is. And at the same time, I feel like it's really important. And I think one of the reasons the Irregulars show up here is it's kind of a Matrix kind of moment, right? Like you can sit on the sidelines with AI, right? And you can go, yeah, it's whatever. It's like a fancy Google search. Yeah, whatever. It steals from people. I know, it's whatever. Yeah. You can dismiss it and you can demonize it and say, well, the robots are going to kill us, so I'm a conscientious objector. I'm not going to deal with AI. Blah, blah, blah. And then what happens is you try it. You take the red pill. And you have what we call lovingly in here your Kevin McAllister moment, right? Your Home Alone moment. And you can't go back from it. Because it's not just, if you watch ChatGPT write a poem or write a business plan or write a whatever, it's impressive. But it's when you have ChatGPT or one of these tools do something that you know about. Well, I'm really good at Mesopotamian history, so let's just see what little ChatGPT knows about Mesopotamian history. Oh fuck! Like that's the moment where you realize this is not the same as a Google search. This is not like anything I've ever seen before. And the minute you have that moment, then you just start to go through these cycles of, well, what does that fucking mean? Wait, what does that mean for my job? My entire value is based on knowing Mesopotamian history, and now that's been democratized, as has every other piece of knowledge work. Every piece. From creative production to corporate thinky shit to project management, all of it has been democratized. The 20 years you've spent getting really good at that one thing, lots of people are going to be good at that thing now. Now, are they going to be as good as you at your 20 years? No. But are they going to be as good as you were at year 5? Uh-huh. And what does that mean? Well, most jobs don't require the 20 years of experience. They just require, are you good enough to get it done? Yeah? Okay, you're hired, right? So now that job goes to someone who isn't qualified to do that job, and yet suddenly now they are. So I think why we hang out in here is like, what the fuck? What do you do with that information once you have it? And then when you try to tell people, you're like, you're a copywriter? Listen. Great. I'm sure you're good. Listen, there's this thing you need to know about. And, I think copywriters are decently aware of this at this point because it's such a direct threat to their livelihood right now. And then what invariably happens is you go through these weird cycles of optimism and panic where you're like, oh, this is really good and I've got these new skills and I can, and then you're like, oh, but like that's going to change everything. And like that job might not even exist anymore. And what do I do with my life if that job doesn't exist? I don't know. But you can probably do some shit that you couldn't have done before because these tools let you do that. So anyway, red pill, blue pill. Now is the time. Now is the time. I totally share with my fellow irregulars. Harold D. This is the moment in time where we can really have the chance to change people's lives. And I'll do that in any way I can. And that's what I'm doing here. The irregulars that are kind of showing up to say, hey, how can I help? They come in here and they mod for me, which I appreciate. By the way, thank you. I don't think I've thanked you in a day or two for the mod help that you do. It really makes a difference. So thank you for that. Why I talk to people about, not only get curious about this stuff, not only get, adventurous, but talk about it. Tell people what you're learning. Tell people what are good about these things. Tell people what are bad about these things. Why? Because I don't know. People need to know. It's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit them. It sounds like a cult. Maybe. But I just, having been through this before with the World Wide Web, it might be a cult. But at some point, those people... Do you know that video? Here, let's go watch a video together. Let me see if I can find it. This is what's about to happen. And no, this is not the I Like Turtles kid, but I can find him too. Yeah, this guy.
An insatiable hunger, a yearning.
See that fucking weirdo? If you haven't seen this video before, this is fucking awesome. So right now, that's the irregulars. That's the irregulars. Fucking weirdos on a hill talking about AI. Oh, it's AI stuff's amazing. Have you tried the pill? Have you tried the pill? Woo! And everyone else is looking at them going, what fucking weirdos. I'm glad I'm not one of them. Fucking weirdos. Talking about AI all the time. Is he even running his company? All he does, he goes on TikTok every night and he talks about fucking AI and he's just like an idiot, just rambling. Oh, here's another guy. Hey, can I be part of your irregulars club? How do I get into the Discord? Can you let me into your little channel? This is where we are in the industry right now. Like right, we're probably just entering. We're probably just like the third or fourth. Now look, now there's 5. Now the people on the hill are like, oh, wait a minute. It kind of looks like they're having fun over there. I want to get in on this. Right? Exactly, Bruno. This is what's coming. Yeah. And then, I don't want to miss it. Let me dance with you. Who's the fucking weirdo now? The people that are still sitting down. Right? Fucking party. I mean, there's so much here. There's so much about sociology and psychology and all that sort of stuff. But this is, we are past that point. But, man, probably with the third guy. When the fat dude shows up. See, those guys have been going for a while. Paul Reitzer's one of those guys. There's the fat dude, right? Those three. That's where we are in the industry right now. And then where is it by the end? Look at this. This is by the end. The entire hill is a dance party. So when I talk about there being opportunity here, if you're one of these dudes, you know, be fucking weird. The beginning is here. Talk about this shit. But my husband thinks I'm weird. Fuck him. He won't think you're weird when he gets laid off because someone who knew AI came in and did his job better than him. My company doesn't allow us to use this stuff. Okay, then fucking do it on weekends. Tell your friends about it. Tell your people at the office about it. I mean, we in the past week, Lunashtik and Kravruno and one other person this week in here, because they've been talking about it at work, have had opportunities like literally placed in their lap. Do the people think they're weird? Yeah, the people sitting on the hill, they think they're weird. Yep. And then at some point, the boss is going to go, yeah, we need to learn about this dancing thing. This dancing to the music thing. We thought we were just supposed to sit here and listen to music, but a couple of weirdos over there, apparently we're supposed to be getting up and dancing to the music. Find out more about that. Write me up a report. I want to know everything there is to know about it. Guess who they come to? The people dancing on the hill. Be a fucking weirdo. You know? This was Steve Jobs' thing. You know, the different campaign. Once you try it and realize its capabilities, you're hooked. I know. Another one. Thank you for the ruse. I appreciate the ruse. And if you're finding this amusing, I mean, follow the channel. Follow. Hang out. You know what's even better? Come back here, like especially if you're new to this and you're just like you were, flicking along. And you're like, is that Rosie O'Donnell? And you just stumbled in here. Go play with ChatGPT and come back in a day or two and tell us what you learned. Why? Why not? WSN Radio, hard rock, hip hop. Traffic on the nines. My name's Cam Catkin. Good to see you. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Corporate thinky shit. Exactly. ADHD powered by creative chaos. Nice. Herod, I'm going to have you share your career story next Tuesday at the salon. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'll reach out to you. We'll connect this week. We'll figure out what to talk about. Good. I asked my son's teachers if he could use AI because I believe it's the tool he'll use in his future. What'd they say, Mindy? Like, inquiring minds want to know. First off, how old is he? Like, what grade's he in? And what did they say? I spoke at a college here in Denver like 3 weeks ago, a public policy school, and like worse than them having a policy against it, which that I at least respect, where they're like, we don't want anything to change, so we're gonna block ChatGPT. No one can cheat with. No one can use a calculator to do math in our school. We would never allow that. At least that's a point of view. This school, they're like, yeah, we don't really talk about it. What? Aren't you going to train people for the next 4 years? Do you have any sense what the world's going to look like in 4 fucking years with these tools rolling at the speed they're rolling? It's going to be unfucking recognizable. And there's a fucking major university. Oh my God. That is like, yeah, maybe we should start talking about that in staff meetings. No, you should be leading our students. He's a sophomore. They're discussing it, but agreed it's the same as a calculator. Yeah. I mean, my advice for your son is just, start talking about it. Find professors, or if he's in high school, find teachers that are open to it, that are willing to experiment with it. Hang out with them. Hang out with other students that are doing this. Like, get involved in, if he's decently geeky, have him get involved in open source projects like LangChain or some of the AGI stuff that David Shapiro's doing. Just have him start geeking out on it. And like, he can do anything. Like I am increasingly of the mind that it doesn't fucking matter what you do. You can do the most frivolous thing in AI. I don't know. Make a, like we sort of jokingly, talk about the zombie and the turtle kid. Like, make a fucking book about zombies. Like, nothing that you do right now is a waste of time, because you're learning what these tools can do and where the boundaries are. So it's like, it doesn't matter. But he can't wait for them to get their shit together, because they're going to be like the people sitting on the hill, right? When like half the hill is emptied off and it's clear that the dance party's over there and there were still people sitting on the hill, that's going to be education. A lot of these institutions and big corporations are going to be sitting on the hill like, we got a couple of years, we're good. I don't like to move, I put on a few pounds, since the kids went away, just sit on the hill right here, we're good, and they're going to weird good themselves out of existence. It's cuckoo, man. AI rave. Exactly. What a metaphor. Thank you. I mean, but it's funny. I'll run into people that I'm the one that probably, gave them the red pill and said, here, try this. And they come back and they're like, Kyle, like, I'm like, I can't stop thinking about AI. I can't sleep anymore. But like, everyone I talk to about it is either pissed off about it or doesn't want anything to do with it. And I hear it consistently. And I'm still blown away that that's going on. But like, it's just human nature, right? Hollywood taught us that the robots are going to kill us, so we're already predisposed to be afraid of the shit. In Diamond Age, education is centered around a book that adapts to each child's needs, yes, offering them the exact knowledge they need. Wait. Oh, come on, TikTok. God damn it. When they open it. I wrote an article 2 months ago called "We're Entering the Era of Hyper-Personalization." I think that's absolutely right. Herod. He made the zombie kid into a turtle. That's sacrilege. You can't do that. And by the way, his hair looks too much like mine. I feel slighted. I resemble that remark. That's fucking hilarious. Oh man. Yeah, like Yes. I mean, if the kids, a big part of education right now is getting kids prepared for specialization, right? You're gonna major in this. You're gonna specialize in this, and we're gonna start you. If we get you good, we're gonna get you excited about that when you're in third grade. That one thing you. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a fireman. Oh, okay, but you sure there's not a science in there somewhere? You want to? Oh, okay, yeah, I want to study. Okay, you're gonna go into astrophysics. Perfect. All right, fourth grade. Perfect. Who are your heroes? Neil deGrasse Tyson. Awesome. Okay, you're on your way. So you're going to specialize in that. That's good. And we're going to keep you on that track, right? And you're going to fucking run on that track for 30 years. And we're now entering a world where that specialization is getting democratized. That if can you imagine? Here's an exercise. You want to fuck with your own brain? Commit that for the next month, you're going to pick something you know nothing about, and maybe even don't even have an interest in. String theory. I don't know, whatever. Bonsai gardening. Can you imagine if you spent the next month in all of your free time using AI, whatever tool you find that's appropriate, whether it's ChatGPT or whatever, image generation tools, and you spend a month going deep on a single subject using AI. I bet that in a month you could get to a level of knowledge about that topic that is 2.5, 3 years of school. And depending on what you pick, I mean, if it's something like a musical instrument where there's a dexterity thing, like that requires a lot of years. But the music theory part of that, you could probably get really deep really quick. I mean, that would be an interesting thing just as a personal experiment. Like what new, completely new job could I do 30 days from now? The aiLL J term. Exactly. Just fucking pick something and go. I mix zombie kid with a turtle. You fucking weirdo. You're a weirdo. So I like it. It's exactly the way I like it. Oh, that's why I can't pin it. What? Why? Why can't you pin it? Exactly. Don't hold my kid back. Yeah. Like your kid. Here's the most critical skill I think for any child today is critical thinking. The ability to look at something and go, is that good or is that bad? Can I make that better? What's wrong with that? Can I fix it? That mindset is the only skill that's going to be necessary 5 years out, 10 years out. Well, not the only skill, but the prerequisite skill is you're gonna have to be good at thinking horizontally. They used to talk about a T-shaped personality, right? You could dig deep on this subject, but you could think across a lot here. I think that the requirement for the T starts to go away. The requirement for it. You can choose to go deep in something. But the requirement for it, you have to go deep in this subject because it's too much for anyone to know without putting in 20 years' work. Well, not anymore. I don't know how I sleep at night. Like, I get myself all fucking wound up on these things. I'm like, nee. We're all weirdos here. I know. It's so true. Can you become a professional artist in 5 months? Yeah. Yes. One of the guys in the AI salon is he's doing an art project, and he just, the way he thinks about prompting and his art project is so good. And he's using AI, but it's like the results, like he's just thinking about it like an artist. And like when artists embrace this technology, they just do it different. It's so cool. I just realized so tomorrow is the first night of a workshop that I'm doing. I got invited by another creator. I just want to put this out there because I just realized like it's tomorrow night. So I'm starting a 3-part workshop tomorrow called the AI Launchpad for Creatives, with a woman named Rhonda Phillips. So she's marketing it to her community, but it's a 3-part workshop, 2 hours a week apart. So October 4th, 11th, and 18th. So it's tomorrow night, and you can go to rondasvoice.com/events and see what it is. The first one's going to be an overview on AI and like a lot of stuff we talk about in here, but like kind of going through it systematically and digging through how to think about AI. And I'm trying to strike a balance between giving tactical, like, here's how to do prompting, but not like, here's the prompt book. Because the prompt book that's good today is going to be a piece of shit 6 months from now because the tools will have changed. So what I'm trying to teach is kind of this combination of critical thinking and hands-on stuff. So anyway, if that's something you'd be interested in, check that out. For those of you that have stumbled in here late at night going, who the fuck is this? What is this insanity? If you haven't played with ChatGPT, just go there right now. Chat.openai.com. That's the official ChatGPT website. The other ones these are the top 4 that I think are important now and for some time in the future. ChatGPT in particular has launched a bunch of new technologies in the past 2 weeks, and they're going to be rolling them out over the next probably month. That really change even more what it can do. Bard is Google's thing. They're coming out with Gemini soon, and that's going to be pretty remarkable. Claude just got a $4 billion investment from Amazon. You know, ChatGPT got $10 billion from Microsoft. Google's Google. Claude just got $4 billion from Amazon, and then Bing is Microsoft, right? So these are kind of the major players right now. So go play with them. My phone is telling me to go to bed. The beginning is near, people. A thought. AI may fold in personalized data mining to the output. I've not developed this yet. Personalized data mining to the output. Yeah, I think that's right, and I think that the implications of that one, Thelonious, are really cool because so we just had the SAG. Well, we still have the SAG strike. The writers' strike just ended, but one of the things that they both struck for was they realized that if they don't take the leverage that they've got today and get a good contract, they're not going to have any leverage tomorrow. That's what they realized. It's a big part of the AI part of their strike. And in the case of acting and writing and, you know, arts that are like that much about intellectual property, it makes perfect sense, right? You understand the value of your contribution of art, right? Because that's the business. The business is create this artifact that other people are going to make money on, and make sure that you do that in such a way that you get to participate in the money that gets made. And I think that what Thelonious is talking about folding in personal data mining into these AI tools is, I'm 58, and I've been on the internet in some form or other since, I don't know, whenever it was around, right? Been on computers for a long time, and then whenever the internet showed up, I've been putting shit on it, and I've been putting shit on computers. And so we all have these insane digital footprints. You know, I got boxes of hard drives here. Just right behind me, right down there. You can't see it, but there's a big suitcase full of hard drives. I've got all the shit I put on Flickr when it was a thing, and I got all the shit that I put on whatever blog that I started and had a brain fart on and didn't finish over there, and I've got all this stuff I've got for Storyvine. I got all the stuff I had for agency.com, right? All that shit's out there. Well, all of a sudden, these tools are going to make it relatively trivial, if not completely trivial, to just go find all that shit and make it ChatGPT-able. So imagine being able to ChatGPT, not just with the knowledge of all of the internet, but with the knowledge of your internet. And you're going to be like, oh, shit. Been on the internet since IRC. Yeah, IRC and all those things. Yeah, exactly. And I think what's going to happen is more and more people are going to realize the value that they've created over their lifetime that can now be mined. And they're going to mine it for themselves. But what they're going to realize is, oh, that book I started is actually a really good book. Maybe I should finish that. Now I've got tools to help me do that. And oh, that idea I had at work is really valuable, but now work owns that. And I think the implication is that over the next decade, people are going to be increasingly aware of the value of what they have created and how that can be leveraged. And they're going to start demanding a piece of the pie, right? So instead of just working for the company and saying any thought that I have is the property of the companies, well, historically the company couldn't really do a ton with that because most data just gets dumped onto hard drives and then it's dead. Well, now that you dump this data into the machine and you can pull it back out and manipulate it in all sorts of amazing ways, I think people are going to start going, wait, I've got value here. So imagine employment contracts that are now centered around individuals and the combination of their historical output, their future output, and the people that they're associated with, the networks that they have. And so I think the implications of personal data mining are an acute awareness of everyone's individual power that they can start to wield in employment situations. So think like mini little strikes. Like if you want to work with me, you got to work on my terms because I want to be able to take all these ideas I have and all these interesting people I know and all these interesting whatevers that I have that the machine can leverage, and you can rent some of that power, but it stays in my orbit as we move forward. So I don't know if I was articulating on that, but that just feels the way we're going. I'm not just a robot. I have the photos. Goodbye. That's good. IRC, Internet Relay Chat, was what IRC was called. It was a text-based, if you're old enough to remember AOL or just, it was like Facebook, except it was text only, and you had to dial into, you would dial your computer into someone else's Internet Relay Chat server, and you could basically have real-time chats, but it was just wonky and horrible. There was all sorts of these command line. The internet was command line. So you know how in MidJourney right now you have to type command lines, functions to get it to make images? Yeah, that's how the internet used to be. I met my first girlfriend that was a man on an IRC. My first night on the internet. Yeah, man. Catfishing's been around for a while. Oh, I have here's a fun catfishing kind of thing. Now I gotta go. I've been thinking about, so there's going to be there's already the sort of catfishing of like people don't look like what they look like, right? They fancify themselves and make themselves look better than they look. But so imagine you're having a conversation with someone and they just seem to say all the right things and they're really good at this conversation kind of thing. And then you're going to meet them and you're going to be like, "Who the fuck is this?" They won't be able to talk good. You're like, they don't make eye contact. Like, they were so empathetic and they were so good at life. And it's just going to be, they're going to be using ChatGPT or the equivalent of it as a conversation crutch. And then you're going to meet them in person and you're going to get catfished not only by how they look, but how they fucking talk. It's like, God damn it. I feel your passion. I'm way behind. But you've brought me the inspiration. Oh, thank you very much, KGB Solar. Listen, you're not as behind as you think. You really aren't. You really aren't. It's very easy to get seduced right now into thinking that everyone knows more than you do, and I can promise you that they don't. They don't. And there will be a tipping point. But I talked about this last night, where every new kind of movement of technology, whether it's the World Wide Web or the personal computer or the steam engine or whatever, it starts out very small. And then if it's one of those technologies that truly changes things, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? It gets this adoption curve where more and more of society is using more and more of that technology. As much as people are talking about AI and as hyped as it seems right now, it is like whisper thin in terms of its adoption, in terms of its capability, in terms of any of it. And so, if I started down here and you're starting here, we're still in like the center of the tree that over the next 5 years is going to do this, right? So anywhere in here is fine. And like I would argue that we're probably lower to center of this part of the phase of where this is. And then it will do that. So the opportunity right now, the beginning is here, like we're at the beginning of this thing. So anyway. All right, let me jump to the bottom here. I know I missed a bunch of comments tonight because I was normally, well, I don't know what's normal in here anymore. It's kind of changing a bit, but I try to answer as many of the comments as I can. Yeah, thank you, KGB Solar. Yeah, no, I like hanging out with y'all. This is fun. It's good. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. All right, let's wind this thing down. I'm gonna get out of here. It is 10:40 Denver time. I'm getting a little crispy. I gotta be all perky for my workshop tomorrow. If any of you are joining the workshop, I look forward to it. It's gonna be good, hands-on fun. If you want information on that, it's rondasvoice.com/events is the workshop I'm doing tomorrow, starting tomorrow. It's tomorrow, the following Wednesday, and the following Wednesday, called the AI Launchpad for Creatives. So I'm excited about that. But I'm out of here. Let's romper room this thing and see who's been in here tonight. Clint, Irregulars and Mods, present to us. Herod, good to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Herod, you've been posting all over the place. I appreciate it. That's cool. Luna Stick, good to see you. I need to use TikTok more for my work. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't think that TikTok was like, I did this just kind of as a lark, and then I realized this is actually valuable for me in business doing this as well. So yeah, TikTok's a funny one. Thelonious, good to see you. Mindy, good talking to you. Good luck to your son. Dr. J, Joker, good to see y'all. Clint, of course you're amazing. You know, been here since IRC, show off. It just means he's old people. Just because he heard of the IRC and you haven't doesn't mean nothing. Except he's old. Like me, old. I'm probably going to get banned for calling Clint old. Madcap. Oh, man. Hair Growth Geek, good to see you. All right, everybody. I didn't see Emilio's wife tonight. They must be out on a date or something. Did you get the Dali plug-in today? I got it last night at midnight. RetroPunk found a form, and we filled it out. And Hair Growth Geek, thank you. Thank you for the rose. Yeah, I got it. It's amazing. I'll if you're in here tomorrow, and we'll go through it again. I went through it this early in the thing tonight. Andrea, good to see you. Techie Becky, good night. Digital Gods, appreciate it. All right, everybody, listen. Fantastic talk tonight. All right, it's been good. I'll see you tomorrow. It's Tuesday night. See you Wednesday. Why am I saying that? Doesn't matter. Peace out, everybody.